Khush here. How are you all? I hope you all are good and healthy. Okay, friends, yesterday we discussed about famous sites of early age with its evidences. Today we discuss about sources of Indian history. Okay, sources of Indian history. First one, political administration system, that time. Society, economic system, that time. Religious system and its art and culture. Okay, sources of Indian history divide into two parts. First one, unwritten archaeological sources. Second one, written literary sources. Okay, archaeological sources are basically the material evidences that gives information about early human beings' lives, and literary sources are the information which is in written form, for example in books, any documents, etc. Okay, archaeological sources. First one, inscriptions. Second, coins and seal. Third, buildings, forts, statues, painting. Fifth, other useful materials. Literary sources. Literary sources divide into two parts. Domestic, desi, it's mean religious and non-religious. Okay, religious means in which human beings' behavior and practice are moral beliefs worldwide, means related to humanity, to supernatural and spiritually involved. Okay, non-religious means secular. Secular means anything are not religious and not affiliated with church, temple or faith can be called secular. Okay, that non-religious are those people who not believe in God exists. Okay, now foreigner, Videshi. Foreigners' account in tracing any country history. These are basically accounts written by travelers of other countries during their travel in concerned city or country. Travels comes from other country like Greeks, Roman, Chinese, Arabic. History on basis of sources. Prehistory, proto-history, history. In prehistory, literature and scripting are not there, but archaeological sources available. Okay, in proto-history, literature, scripting are there that time but not readable, but archaeological sources fully available. Okay, now the definition of archaeological word. Archaeological word made from two Greek words, archos plus logos. Archos means puratan, means old. Logos means gyan. Gyan means knowledge. To know about ancient human beings, it is a science through this we discover to trace the history. Garden child. Garden child is a scientist. According Garden child, to collect the information about the human beings through physical instrument is called archaeological. Under the archaeological, we get the evidences through two ways, vertical and horizontal. Vertical excavated is a low expensive. By this we get information about origin, progress and its decline. All of you see the diagram, it's a vertical. Okay, now second, horizontal. Horizontal excavated more complex and more expensive because it takes more time, more labors to excavate it. Horizontal excavated gives information of human beings of all dimensions. Okay, as you see the diagram, is a horizontal. Importance of archaeological evidences. Okay, first one, complete information of pre and proto history by the archaeological evidences. Okay, second point, information to get all information of human beings' life that time by archaeological evidences. Okay, third point, no human interference. Fourth point, through this we get clear evidences how the human beings life that time. Okay, fifth point, it provides scientific base to historical period. Okay, now parts of archaeological sources. First one, inscription. Second, coins. Third, building. Fourth, statues, paintings. Fifth, other useful materials. In my next video we discuss all archaeological sources in brief. Okay, thank you very much for watching my videos. If you like my videos, give a like and subscribe my channel. Okay, bye bye, see you in next video.